Hi everyone, and welcome to another Xcode tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a to-do list app. So to get started, I'm going to open up Xcode and create a new Xcode project. It's going to be a tagged application, and I'm going to call it to-do list. It's going to be Swift and iPhone, and I'm just going to save it on the desktop. I'm going to go to main.storyboard and deselect use as classes. I'm going to delete these two labels like that, and then on the first view controller, I'm going to drag on a table view. Set the number of cells. Set the number of cells to 1 right here. So like that. Change it to 1. And the residue identifier will be cell. I'm just going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. And then I'm going to go to the second view and drag on a text field. I'm going to put placeholder text in this text field. And the placeholder text is add to do here. Then I'm going to have a button right in the middle like that. It's going to say add. Now I'm going to open up the assistant editor, and I'm just going to start with second view controller because it starts out with that. And this one's going to be called item, and this will have an action called add item. Then I'm going to select the first view controller at Swift and control-click drag this, and this will be called tableView. Now I'm going to close up the assistant editor, and I'm just going to save these two files. I'm going to start out with the first view controller. I'm going to create a variable that's called to-do list, and I'm going to set it equal to brackets, parentheses, and inside the brackets I'm just going to put string. Now in view.load, I'm going to have an if statement that says if ns user defaults.standard user defaults.object for key, and the key will just be key and is not equal to nil. Then I'm going to say to-do list dot equals ns user defaults dot standard user defaults dot object for key, and the key will be key. And this is not convert. Objects are called have type any object. To-do list is an array of strings. So to actually get it to work, I'm just going to type as exclamation mark brackets string, and this will change the type to a string. Now I'm going to go to the UI table view file, and here I'm going to find all the files or all the functions that we need for our table view. This will be for our cell and how many rows we have. So I'm going to paste them right here. Create brackets for them. And now I'm going to delete these two. And here I'm just going to return to-do list.count. And here I'm gonna create a cell and I'm going to set it equal to UI table view cell, parentheses, style, UI table view, style, dot UI table view cell, dot normal. Whoops. Sorry. Cell style dot default. The residue identifier will be cell, like we said. Now I'm going to say cell dot text label dot text equals parentheses quotation marks backslash parentheses to-do list brackets index path dot row, and then I'm going to return cell. The last function we need is I'm going to go back to UI table view. It is the editing style. It's going to be the commit editing style down here, right here, and I'm just going to copy this and paste it right here. And sorry. And inside here, I'm going to say if editing style equals UI table view cell editing style dot delete, then I'm going to say to-do list dot remove at index, and it's going to be index path dot row. And then I'm going to say ns user defaults dot standard user defaults dot set object. The object will be to-do list. For key, going to be key. And I'm going to say table view dot reload data. The next thing we need is the view data appear. So I'm going to go down here, say I'm just going to type view data appear, and inside here I'm just going to say to-do list dot to-do table view dot reload data. Now we are done with our first view controller. Now I'm going to move on to the second view controller. And here I'm going to go to view to load right here, and I'm going to type I'm going to type self.item.delegate equals self. And you can't just do this directly because you have to actually set the UI text field to delegate right here. And inside add item, I'm going to say to-do list.append, and I'm going to append the item.text with a exclamation mark. Now, and then the next thing I'm going to say is item.text equals blank. And then ns user defaults dot standard user defaults dot set object, and that is the to-do list. For key will be key, and so delete that T like that. And then I'm going to declare the touches began. Touches began, and inside here I'm just going to say self.view dot end editing, and it's going to be true. And then I'm going to create a function. The text field should return, and here I'm just going to say item.resign first responder, and then return true. And you can directly run this, but if you try adding something, then it won't actually work. I'm just going to show you. Right now it won't work. So I'm going to go to second. It's just going to add something random. Hit add. And it does not add anything because you did append that to to-do list, but the table view has to have a data source. So to do that, I'm just going to go to main.storyboard, and here in the table view, I'm going to select the table view, go to the outlets, and here these two have to be connected to the view controller. So I'm just going to connect them right now. Not to the view. Like if you do this to the view, it will not work. So you have to connect both of those to there. Like that. And then it adds a bunch of random stuff already. So if it adds that. I'm just going to hit, I'm gonna hit Jeffrey app. It's mainly for to-do lists, but and you can actually delete them by swiping to the left, hitting delete. I'm just going to delete all the useless ones because we don't really need them. Oh, it's like a real iPhone. So this is how it works. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you see in my other videos. Bye bye.